We're working with the mDeck, and we're using StayStack, which means the deck is in new deck order. New deck order is a good way to start privately. Nobody sees you do this, but you take a deck, open it up, it's in new deck order, and then by dealing it into 8 piles and gathering them up, you are in StayStack for this app to do menus 1, 2, 3, and 4, which are the most amazing card magic effects and include any card at any number. So with StayStack, you can then go and do other effects that are with that particular method that are also ESP related, and then you can end up miraculously putting the cards back into what's called new deck order. Now, new deck order is spades on the bottom, and that's ace through king in that order. Then you've got the diamonds, ace through king. Then it goes in reverse, king down to the ace of clubs, then king to the ace of hearts. Ace of hearts is on the top, so that's card number 1, and the bottom would be 52. Inside the app, there's a secret cue card that shows you the order of the deck when it's put into StayStack, which we're about to do. So here's what you do. This is secret, nobody sees you doing this. And at the end of this effect, you're going to do this for the public if you want to return to new deck order without using Pharaoh shuffles, with using just anti-Pharaoh. And this is called an anti-Pharaoh because I'm not Pharaohing the cards. And it's easy to do, whereas Pharaoh is hard to do. So here's the gathering. This is how it's done. Now you're in StayStack. And this order is visible in the app. So if you haven't come to the end and swiped up, it won't let you in. So I just did that. So now I'm in. But I need to make sure the deck is number 6. It already is. But that's because I've already done this. You have to check that. Make sure it says 6 there. And then when you type the secret password to get into the cue cards, you can see here that this particular order is exactly what the cards are in now, only 52 is up here. And 1, card number 1, the ace of hearts, is down here. So it's in reverse. And that's good because menu number 1 in this incredible app, any card you touch will bring up the card after it. So if I touch the 7 of clubs, it's going to show the next card, which is the Queen of Hearts. You can see how easy it is to get into StayStack. So now if anybody picks a card, there's not much I have to do but put their card out and find the card that's right before it and tap it. And I do that secretly. I don't let them see me doing that. And then I come out with a card like this, and so any card they touch or take, you can mix them up like this. And any card they grab, all you got to do is find the card to touch in your app to show them the card on the table. It's that fast, that beautiful, that amazing. Since you can do that with StayStack, that means you can do other effects using StayStack. But let's do menu number 2. Menu number 2 always starts with the deck in the normal order of reversed, with 1 on the bottom and 52. This is where it really matters, that 1 is on the bottom and 52 is on the top. 52 is normally on the face, but because it's reversed, 52 is on top. They cut the deck. And then they look at the card and they put it here. So you don't see it. You actually don't know that it's the 3 of diamonds. We leave it face up for rehearsals, and then they take about half of the cards and they bury their card. And in doing that, they arrive at a new card, which they memorize. We'll put it face up, even though it goes obviously face down. They take all the rest and bury that. At this point, all you got to do is tap the down arrow, and all you got to do is find the bottom card and tap it. So I'm looking for the 8 of spades, and then I tap it. Now I do this like this, so nobody sees it. Tap it and come out with it like this. Because we left them face up, we can check. Yep. So because I hit the bottom arrow, using the bottom card as my target, it showed me the one closest to the bottom. We're going to hit this arrow here, this white arrow that's pointing up. If you're holding your phone like that, it's pointing up to the top. So that reminds you what you're doing. Now we're going to tap what is on the top. There's lots of ways to find out what's on the top. One way is to turn the card up and look at it. But there's way better ways than that. Okay, so I tap that, the arrow turns black. That tells me I'm ready. I tap the circle there, and let's check. It was the 5 of diamonds. This card here was the key card for that. When these 2 cards are displayed by tapping the circle, you can back out of it at any time and go back and forth. Here you can draw. I'm going to draw an 18 and a 31 because those were the numbers that were given to me right here on the left, 18 and 31. Those who have studied this app already know all about that. At this point, you count down to those 2 numbers and you reverse the order of the cards. That's the 18th, and those who've watched this before know all about this. You go 19, 20, 21, and this is, of course, like that when you get to it, and ba-da, ta-tum. It's amazing. 31. Now you have to reverse these cards. You have to do it one at a time, one at a time. Then you take this pile as 1, scoop off the top, flip it down and cover it. Same with this, scoop off the top, flip it down and cover it. Now you're in the reverse order and restored. You're now in ready for menu 3. Makes sense? I hope so. Because we tap here, we go back and we hit 3. Okay, so 3 is any card they pick. You tell them what card it is simply by scrolling your app to a card that you think is it, but actually you're going like this and they don't see the last moment when you tap. They don't see that you tapped the bottom card. Now there's lots of ways to figure out the bottom card, and we talk about that in all these videos. But right now, you're ready to go to menu 4, which is any card at any number. Oh, by the way, there's all those other tricks you can do where you divide the deck in half and you memorize half and find their cards, and it's astounding, especially when you go back into new deck order, which we're about to do. But first we're going to do any card at any number where you can pass this around and they can tap it, or you can do it while they're calling it out. Let's say they call out a 6 of clubs at 31, and you tap the yes button. And we've gone over this many times here. Get the secret, which is only the 6 of diamonds. So you go like this, go to the 6 of diamonds, and then you just say, the deck has been all mixed up. There's no telling where your 6 of clubs is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because that's on the bottom. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. This is the 31st card, the 6 of clubs. So that's with StayStack, and I've not even memorized this. I don't even know the order of StayStack. I have to look at the card myself, the cue card. So here's the break. I'm back to normal, and now, after doing the StayStack magic, where you don't need the app, you can then put the deck into new deck order. There's one more thing in this app, though. With this, you can tap the wow button and go through a camera routine, a couple of screenshots, a couple custom messages, and you can have your card come up like this. It's kind of nice because then you can text it right from within the app. It's nice to be able to work with that promotional piece. After that, you can put this away. And with StayStack, you can cut the deck exactly in half, and you can mix the halves like this. Mix them, mix them, mix them. Mix them each half because you're going to shuffle each mixed half into each mixed half. But not quite yet. Before you do that, you're going to memorize whichever one they pick. So let's say they pick this one. You spread the deck and you look at it for a moment and you quote unquote memorize it. Now what you really do is memorize the bottom card, and you walk away with this half. And you put the corresponding card, and if you've watched my videos on StayStack, you know what I mean, and you can figure this out. You put that corresponding card at the top. And then you can be sure that each card corresponds. See? Each card corresponds all the way down. And the suits are exactly in that order. A spade is a heart, and a club is a diamond. So I walk away, I cut that to the, I cut it to the top. That goes to the top. So when they're counting this way, I can be counting this way. That's the real great thing. So what I do is I count 5 and I hold a break. So I've got 5. I could add 3 by just pushing the 5 and counting to 3, and I have 8. So that's kind of how it goes. So I tell them to put their finger here and name a number from 1 to 26. 19. So they're here, and they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So what I do is I push my 5 over, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That makes 10. I push that over. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That makes 15. Push that over. 16, 17, 18, 19. And I push the 9. I get a break under the 19, and then I just lift that up and look while I'm talking and gesturing as if I'm holding the whole thing up. It's very little difference. And I just look at it and I see it, and I say what it is. It's the heart, and it's a queen. So that would be a spade, queen of spades. So then, keeping your finger there, think of a number from 1 to 6. And what number? 5. Okay, go 5 in either direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't count their card, right? So you got to remember that. Their card's on the bottom in that case, so you got to take that away and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 of clubs. So you do have to rehearse and think through the procedural steps and get it right. But once you get that right, you're locked in. You know what their second card is, and you can do the either direction thing. You really can. I did that because people would go too far, so I had to learn how to do that. So then I think that's enough. You've done 2 amazing locations. It doesn't really prove that you've memorized anything. You can cut this back to the proper spot, and you have to do the same with this one. Nobody's really touched them. They've just put their finger on them. So now you're ready to shuffle them. And with pharaohs, you shuffle like this, and with 3 of these perfect pharaohs, this is one of them, the whole deck is back to normal, back to new deck order. You can already see the pattern. The hearts are coming here. The spades are coming here. Okay, so I pulled them apart. That was close. And now we're going to not do 3 pharaohs. So you take this super mixed up deck that we've been doing all these things with. That just amazes me. Okay, and you go like this. And you could tell them after you've gotten a lot of these cards down, you could tell one of them to say stop at any point as you're dealing. And when they say stop, then you would put the joker in. Right? Let's try it with this one. Here are the 2 jokers. So come down here. The person says stop. Put the joker in. I'll leave it face up. I keep going. I gather the piles, and you know that you got to make that look haphazard. And then, so that's one of the cards that the joker found. Okay, then there's another joker. So here we go. And this is kind of cool because they'll see their joker get dealt in a new position. And then they call out stop whenever they want, but not on the joker. Any other time, stop. So this goes here. And then you keep going. So on this time, if you get this right, you don't have to do anything other than deal the cards. No pharaohs. I mean, I think this is pretty nice because at this point, the deck should be in new deck order, and look at that, it is. But there's 2 face-down cards. One is right here between the 6 and the 7. I mean, the 5 and the 7 of diamonds. And this joker found that card, the missing card. This joker found this card. This joker is between the 5 and the 7 of clubs. That would be the 6 of clubs. And I mean, it's even amazing to step through it with the app and come from all that way. And you've got 6 decks here. The Tamarez deck, the Mulholland deck, the Stebbins deck, and then 2 of my decks, which lead you to be able to do further than that, and Vernon's poker demonstration together in one deck. Those who want to study that can get the book. It's a Kindle. It's also a hard copy. I think it's okay to walk over to that book and talk about it. It's a great book. It's called Further Poker. It has Further than that, all explained how to do it, how to step through it, and then the Vernon poker demonstration, how that's stacked in this deck as well. And that's mDeck 1. So when you open up that app and you look at the free menu number 1, that's using mDeck 1. Menu number 1 basically is a great mind reading act with cards. It's free, and it teaches you this particular stack, which with that stack you can do further than that and Vernon's poker demonstration, as well as memorized deck effects. If you have the app, you can do menu number 2, menu number 3, menu number 4, which is any card at any number. And there's even more things in there because the cue cards line up various magic effects that you can do with any memorized deck. So it's pretty much the most powerful card magic I could ever think of in one package. So that's why I like to talk about it. It's a lot of fun. And it's good for the mind, good for the neuro programming, making new neural pathways. It helps quite a bit with memory, with brain functioning, and brain development. Thanks very much for watching. We're going to turn this over to the next video and keep watching the mDeck series, and we'll see you in the next video.
This is the mDeck series with professional magician Steffan Soule. Please check our video playlist for the next or for related videos in this series. Follow us at www.steffansoule.com.